Hey, good Friday morning, everyone. It's 21 News Chief Meteorologist Eric Wilhelm. We've got a lot to talk about weather-wise for the next couple of days, so I wanted to do a little video blog update for you. Some needed rain? Yes. A little too much rain at one time? Also a possibility. And the kind of wind like we had around Niles, parts of Niles yesterday, that's something I can't rule out today as well, with some storms getting going this afternoon. First of all, let's take a look at this morning's weather picture across the region. It's a quiet picture, and it's going to be a real fast start to the day temperature-wise with a good deal of sunshine. So we're kind of right now in between systems. We have one that is out across the upper Great Lakes and around Chicago. This is what's rotating east, and will start to spark those showers and storms in our area this afternoon. We also have a system along the East Coast, which is going to be a miss for us. It's going to produce a rainy day. There's a tropical component to this system, and a rainy, windy day in Philadelphia and the Jersey Shore and up towards New York City as well. But in our area, heat is going to be one of our major stories for one final day today. The heat's going to break over the weekend, but we've got to deal with it for one more day today. Temperatures will blast off this morning, already in the mid-80s by 10 o'clock. And I think temperatures this afternoon will be right on par with where we've been over the last few days. Our highs over the last few days have been 93, 93, and 94. That's the neighborhood we're going to be in this afternoon before any showers and storms get going. And so with the kind of humidity like we have, the heat index will be a story. Now, these numbers I know can be a little bit hard to read, but you can expect the heat index to be similar to yesterday. 96, 97, 98 is what it may feel like when you factor in the temperature and the moisture content of the atmosphere as we go through the midday and first part of the afternoon today. All right, let's talk about the potential for rain. I think we're dry this morning. The earliest that showers and storms will try to initialize, maybe 2 to 3 p.m., but anything that early in the day will be pretty isolated, I think. I think the storms will become a little more numerous towards the end of the afternoon. 3:30, 4 o'clock, 4:30, 5 o'clock. And much like yesterday, these will be fairly randomly placed. I think they'll be more numerous than yesterday. Yesterday, the activity was real isolated. Today, the activity can be more numerous, but whether these are going to hit your backyard or not, it's almost impossible to say at this early morning hour. These will be just randomly placed. They'll form where they want to form, and they'll move a little bit faster than yesterday, but still fairly slowly. Now, these can be efficient rain producers. We have a very juicy air mass overhead today. And so while damaging winds, large hail, the chances for those types of weather are on the lower end, the chances for isolated flash flooding problems and a little too much rain at one time, there's kind of a medium threat of that today. Things will tend to wind down a little bit as we head towards sunset this evening, kind of like we had last evening. So actually, the National Weather Service has us highlighted in this yellow area, which is basically an uptick in the flash flood potential across southeast Michigan, northern Ohio, western PA today. We need rain, but we don't want too much at one time, and that's something that is going to be a possibility with these storms this afternoon. And actually, tomorrow, I know it's a weekend, and we don't necessarily want rain on the weekend necessarily, but I did want to show you, actually, let me bring up our extended version of our short-range model here. Not the temperatures. I don't want to look at the temperatures. I do want to look at the rain. Tomorrow is not a washout, but we're going to see several rounds of showers, it looks like, tomorrow, especially the morning and the midday hours. These will tend to probably wind down by mid-afternoon, but a different day coming up tomorrow. Showers around through mid-afternoon, maybe a rumble of thunder, and temperatures instead of the 90s will only make their way into the upper 70s to around 80. We'll finally get a little bit of a break from the heat. The longer range, though, looks pretty hot. If you've been watching my extended Weather for Weather Geeks videos, you know that the heat is going to make a comeback during the second half of next week. All right, I'll keep you updated this afternoon from our downtown studios. Make sure you're following me on all the social media outlets, and make sure you're following the Storm Tracker 21 accounts as well. And, of course, I'll have a full weather update for tonight and for the weekend this evening on 21 News at 6 and 11. Have a great Friday.